Hi everyone, it's Nigel with WAKA. I realize I haven't posted for a while, so I wanted to give you guys just a quick update. We've been here in Hood River for a couple of months now. We've been testing some new boards, some new shapes. You're going to hear a lot more about the boards in a few weeks at the AWSI event, also here in Hood River. But I wanted to take a moment to call out some other brands. As part of our testing, we use foils and other equipment and wings. This summer I've been using the Code Foils. It's an Australian brand if you're not familiar with it. Just a phenomenal product, high quality. It slots right into our tracks super easy. And in terms of performance, just such a lovely foil. The ability to glide and carve. I've been using a bunch of different sizes depending on wind conditions, and also if you're para-winging versus winging. And couldn't be more pleased with that product. Also, another Australian product, our friends at WAKA. I'm wearing one of their bump hats. I've been wearing helmets for a while, and I wanted something that was a little less bulky, but still provided protection, and importantly sun protection, and the WAKA bump hat just does it. They also have other great products, their Impact, their PFDs, wetsuits, etc. Just such a great company. And then lastly, in terms of wings, I've been flying this wing here. This is a PPC M1, and it's an outstanding wing. I've got to say, this thing just surprised me. And a couple of things I want to point out with the X1 is the frame is quite possibly the stiffest frame I've ever seen on a wing. You almost feel like you're on a windsurfer. The canopy also does not flex. If you're used to floppy wings, this is not it. This thing has so much power. And then the last thing I'll say is the upwind capability is just incredible. Here in Hood River, you can launch at Jensen and go straight upwind to the hatch without tacking or jibing. It's amazing. It's just incredible. And then the attention to detail. I'm pretty fussy about handles, and these are all carbon handles, titanium bolts, and zero flex. They're not like some of the handles that slot into the frame and you give it a good yank and you can feel everything flexing. This is quite possibly one of the stiffest high performance wings on the market, made by our friends in New Zealand at PPC. So just a call out to those guys, to Sam, keep making awesome products, Marcus and Co at Code, and Pat and Co at WAKA. Really appreciate the good products you guys are making, and here at WAKA we follow a similar philosophy. So for those following WAKA and our boards, expect to see a lot more in a couple of weeks. Cheers everyone.